your favorite remote work enthusiast, Delilah. In today's video, I'm going to share with you all 7 work from home jobs / careers that you can do as a stay-at-home mom. And this video was inspired by saving time. Yes, I am a brand new mom myself, and I am taking care of my child along with working from home. And I was thinking to myself, you know, if I did not already have a work from home job, it would be almost like impossible to take the time out of the day to really research all of the information and all the things on the internet that I would need to research to figure out what would be the best career for me and my lifestyle. So to save you moms time, I put together this information along with companies that will hire you to do each of these opportunities. And to make this video as short and sweet as possible, I'm going to talk about the careers, but to get the jobs that will hire you to do each of these careers, I put it all in a free PDF download, and you will find the link for that PDF download in the description box below this video. So don't go getting that PDF just yet. Stay tuned for this video to hear about these opportunities and, you know, some extra tips. And then at the end of the video, download that PDF guide and it'll give you these careers as well as companies and any additional information that I think you would need to know. So get excited. This is going to be a really helpful video. I really made this video thinking this is the one and only video that you'll need to watch on this topic, and I cannot wait to share. But first, we must take care of business. Please hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell because I share work from home jobs every single weekday on this channel, as well as work from home information just like this video. And I really do post every single weekday. So you will want to turn on those notifications so that you don't miss out on anything. And once you take care of that, we are ready to jump in. Number 1 on this list is becoming a transcriber. Being a transcriber or a transcriptionist is a really great way to earn money at home as a stay-at-home mom. This is a non-phone friendly opportunity. However, I will mention that you do want to make sure that you are able to control the noise in your environment, because as a transcriber, you will be listening to audio files and typing what you hear. Now, the average pay for a transcriber is about $15 per hour. And as you become more experienced, it starts to go up, and you can expect as an experienced transcriber to earn somewhere between $25 and $30 per hour. As far as the requirements go to become a transcriber, you will need to be proficient with typing. You'll need to know 10 keys so that when they start saying numbers, it doesn't slow you down, and you'll need to make sure that you know your way around a keyboard. Most transcribers at the beginning stage can type about 65 words per minute. I have seen a little bit lower, but when it comes to the world of transcription, the faster the better. So when you get into those more experienced roles, you'll be looking at typing like 90 words per minute, which is pretty fast. So becoming a transcriber is a great opportunity if you're a stay-at-home mom, and it's definitely something worth looking into because you can make good money while getting paid to type. Number 2 on this list is becoming a medical billing and coding specialist. Now, I will tell you from my own experience being on this channel and sharing all these leads every single weekday is I see no shortage of medical billing and coding opportunities. I see these types of jobs all the time. And I have my notes here, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. The average pay that you can expect to earn as a medical billing and coding specialist is about $21 per hour. There are training programs that you can do at home to become certified, and it is something that you will need to become certified in. So the shortest training that I saw took about 4 months, And then you also could do it part-time. And if you're doing a part-time training, it could take you up to like 15 months. So if you're really, trying to get that certification, you can do it really quickly doing the certification training full-time in about 4 months. And if you're doing it part-time, it can go all the way to about 15 months. But still, that's a very quick turnaround to actually having a career that you can grow with, because as I mentioned, there's a ton of companies that hire medical billers and coders. Now, I do want to go through some of the certification abbreviations that you may see when it comes to these medical billing and coding positions. So most medical billers and coders are either a part of the AAPC, which is the American Association of Professional Coders, or they may be a part of the AHIMA, which is the American Health Information Association. And then some other certifications that you may get as a medical biller and coder is the CCSP certification, which is the Physician-Based Certified Coding Specialist cert. And then there's also the CPC, Certified Professional Coder certification. There's the RHIA certification, which is the Registered Health Information Administration cert. And then there's also the RHIT certification, which is the Registered Health Information Technician cert. So there's a lot of different certifications that you can get, and the more certifications in general with every type of opportunity and career, the more earning power you have, and the more movement you can make within that career field. So this is a really great career to get into from home, because you will come out of that program looking at least $21 per hour on average, and it goes up from there as you get more experience under your belt. Number 3 on this list is becoming an online teacher or tutor. Now, I can speak firsthand about this one because I actually started off my work from home career as an online tutor, and I taught test prep, I taught the SAT, the ACT, and a bunch of other standardized tests along with some academic subjects. Now, there are companies that will allow you to do like one-off homework questions and teaching English as a second language if you're not interested in test prep or academic tutoring. Now, there are also online teaching opportunities, and that is where you would actually be teaching as if you were in a classroom, but from home. The requirements to become an online teacher or an online tutor vary. To become an online teacher, typically you need to have your bachelor's degree and a teaching certification. Now, to become an online tutor, the requirements are typically lower. If you are interested in English as a second language opportunities, then a lot of times you will need to be a native English speaker, and sometimes you'll also need to have an ESL certification, an English as a second language certification, or a TOEFL certification. There are some companies that don't require that. They just do require you to be a native English speaker. And then there are also some that may also, on top of needing ESL or a TOEFL certification, require you to have your bachelor's degree as well. So, sometimes you just need to be able to speak English. Sometimes you need to be able to speak English and have a certification. And then sometimes on top of that certification, you also need to have your bachelor's degree. So it just depends. Now, the pay for being an online tutor or teacher ranges between $10 to $45 per hour. So you can really earn some really good money as an online teacher or tutor. And I will say that in addition to earning great money, I really felt like I was making a difference every day. And it was not something I was used to with my past jobs, feeling like I did something. Like I would leave work feeling like, oh, I just left work. But when I was an online tutor, I left work feeling like really good because I could help someone with their goals and whatnot. So maybe you're into helping people, and if you are, then you may want to consider becoming an online teacher or tutor. Number 4 on this list is becoming an online travel agent. In the past, maybe 4 or 5 months, I've shared at least 3 or 4 companies that will hire you to become a travel agent from home. And these opportunities always seem like fun to me. I'm someone who loves planning a vacation, and even if it's not my own vacation, it's just nice to help plan someone else's vacation or business trip, in my personal opinion. Now, the pay usually ranges somewhere between $15 and $30 per hour, depending on your experience level. And as far as requirements go, you typically need to have some type of administrative background if you don't already have a travel agent or travel industry background. And the job really requires you to be organized because you're coordinating someone's travel. So, you're planning when they get off and on the plane, their car rental, their hotel reservations, sometimes even like the activities that they do. So it really does require being highly organized. So if you are that type of person and you think, it's fun to help people plan their trips, then you may want to check out becoming an online travel agent. Number 5 on this list is becoming a bookkeeper. Now, if you're not familiar with what a bookkeeper does, it's someone who helps manage the financial records of a company. And this is something that every business, every company, everyone who makes any money will need help with, because if you are making a lot of purchases, you have a lot of expenses, then it can be kind of challenging to keep up with that on your own. And you may need to hire someone to manage that for you. And that's where a bookkeeper comes in. Now, the pay for being a bookkeeper is pretty good. It typically ranges between $15 per hour and $60 per hour. And to become a bookkeeper, you will need to either have your accounting degree or get a bookkeeping certification, which most 2 to 4 year colleges offer. So if you are someone who likes numbers, you like staying organized, and you don't mind looking at spreadsheets, then becoming a bookkeeper may be a good opportunity for you. Number 6 on this list is one of my personal favorites, which is insurance. Now, I have talked about this so many times on my channel, but if this is the first video of mine you're watching, then I have a background in commercial insurance on the marketing side. But it literally doesn't matter what area of insurance it is. I really love it because insurance is just a great industry. You get to help people. Most of the time, the opportunities are during traditional business hours, so like Monday to Friday, 8 to 5, and you have your weekends free. But they do also have some like 24/7 call centers online that you could do if you like working weekends and you like working non-traditional hours. And most opportunities, having no experience or very little experience, will start you off around $20 per hour. And I've shared tons and tons and tons of online insurance opportunities on my channel. So there's just so much to love about being in the insurance industry. Now, I'm looking down at my notes just to give you guys some information about the licensing requirements that some insurance opportunities have. If you do an opportunity that does require a license, you'll typically either get your P&C or your L&H license. So your P&C license is for assisting with auto and home and business type insurance needs. And then your L&H license will be for assisting with life and health and accident insurance needs. So there are companies, a lot of them, that will pay for the training and to get you licensed, so you don't have to worry about doing that on your own. However, if you do want to just go ahead and get licensed and not worry about a company offering that, then you can do this online. And if you're thinking about like how much time it'll take, if you're really working hard and you want to get that insurance license fast, you can get it in as little as 2 weeks. Every state has their own requirement as far as classroom hours go, but looking at about 96 hours of classroom time, if you were doing it full time every single day, you could be licensed in a matter of like 13 or 14 days. And the other really cool thing about most insurance opportunities is as long as you are licensed, then they typically don't require you to have your associates or your bachelor's. Now, some companies may require that, but it is an opportunity that if you don't have your associate's or your bachelor's degree, it allows you to get that certification, that licensing, and be able to go on and make some really great money. So there's not a whole lot of barrier to becoming an entry-level insurance professional. And that's one of the reasons that I love it among so many. So insurance is definitely a great career if you are a stay-at-home mom. So last but certainly not least on this list, coming in at number 7 is becoming a loan officer. And I'm looking down at my notes here. If you're not familiar with what a loan officer does, it's someone who assists consumers and business people in choosing a loan product and applying for it. And they handle all the paperwork in between. And there can be quite a lot of paperwork to handle, especially when you're dealing with a mortgage. So loan officers handle all of those dealings. Now, to become a loan officer, you will typically need to have your bachelor's degree. And if a company does not require you to have a bachelor's degree, then you will need to have some college. And then on top of that education requirement, you will need to pass a loan officer licensing exam. And that can take several weeks or months to do. However, at the end of that rainbow, you can expect to earn about $50,000 per year as a loan officer. So it's definitely worth whatever type of examination and education that you will need to get to become a loan officer, because that's really great money. And being a loan officer will require you to be on the phone at times with the customer or maybe a colleague, but then there's also the non-phone component to it where you are looking through, paperwork and having those dealings. So that is something to think about if you are interested in becoming a loan officer. All right, there you have it. Those are the 7 careers that you can do as a stay-at-home mom. And as I stated in the beginning of this video, there is a link to a PDF download for information about companies that will hire you in each of these career areas. And all you have to do is just click on that link, put in your email address, and I will send that to you instantly. And I wanted to give you even more information, so I added some honorable mentions on there. These are companies that typically offer flexible schedules, and you may find them a good fit with your lifestyle as a busy mom. So like I said, I wanted this to be the one and only video that you needed to watch on this topic, because I know you've got a bunch of things to do, and I just wanted to, maybe save you a little bit of time. And I know anytime that we can sort of get back as a mom is wonderful. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.